last weekend, don't ask me how, out of nowhere, I had Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It was only one show a night. Like, we're in New York City, so, and like right now where I'm at, I'll do one show somewhere and then I'm good. Drive back. I don't have to. But back in the day, you go back 4 years, I could do 5, 6 spots a night. It's crazy. Right. Like there's, you just go. And then when you walk in, the first thing you say to like whoever's bringing you up, like, how are we on the show? Because I got another spot. Like that. That's how you want to become that guy. Like as soon as you walk in, it's like no fun. Like where are we? Because I got to go.
Right. No. I think New York is only place, like Denver is kind of like that. Maybe you get up 2 or 3 times most, 3 times most in one night when we're not COVID. But I've heard it's insane. Like one of my friends, Gina Brillon from New York.
I know Gina Brillon for 20 years.
Oh, do you know? Nice. She's a great lady. But
we started together.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
She. I opened for her back in the day when she came and headlined in the Improv in Denver. It's crazy, man. And she would tell me how you could get up so much in New York.
Yeah, Gina and I, we started together. I remember driving her home to a store, where she lived on a number of times after gigs and stuff, so she didn't have to take the train.
Oh, but, nice.
Yeah.
She's killing it.
Yeah, New York is great for that. But like right now, we have parked this. We had park shows, but now I think they got to do them without a mic. There's a lot of secret squirrel shit going on. I did a show at somebody's house last week. So we did it in their backyard. That was okay. It's starting to come back. Like, I'm looking at my calendar. Like every day I'm starting to get like one here, one there, one there. But the money is like, if it's in the city, it's only like $25 where it would have been like 75 or something like that. It's because we can't have that many people there. So I'm doing a virtual show, but for a comedy club. So I got to go to the comedy club in a separate room, do the virtual show. Do the jokes on camera, and they're sitting outside somewhere else watching it on their table on a screen if they want. So
yeah, I've probably lost.
Right?
It's crazy. I've lost about 30 shows. I've canceled everything pretty much for the rest of the year, except for like some local stuff, and it's all been pushed back. My agent has pushed everything back into 2021, and it literally like it was just going so well, and I was gone like almost every weekend for one night.
Well, let me ask you another question. Are you going to talk about cop stuff?
Yeah, I'm not going to back away from it. No way.
Yeah, you see, because you're
too important.
Maybe it's because you're in Colorado.
Yeah.
But over here, I'm not. I'm doing a completely different set.
Really? Well, I am too. Like, I've got stuff that I'm working on for corporate that's not law enforcement, because my audience is like a niche audience. Like, I perform for groups that are law enforcement, EMS, fire, doctor, medical, all over the country. Man, it just went from, I was contemplating, I had talked to my better half and I was like, I'm done at the end of this year, because that's how good comedy was going. And then COVID happened the night before we stopped traveling. So I had a show on March 14th. I was supposed to leave here on March 13th, and we shut everything down here on March 13th. But I was supposed to perform for the San Diego County Sheriff's Office on March 14th, and I never made it to that show. So now we rebooked that show for like February of 2021. But I can't wait to finally be in front of a full packed house again, because that's what I'm dreaming about.
When you do a corporate show, what do you do? 45 minutes to an hour?
I usually books for 45 minutes, but I always give them an hour 15, depending on what we're gonna do. So it depends if I have an opener that comes up. But if it's just me that's coming up, I will go up and I'll do an hour at least, just because they're having a good time, and it's been a great experience so far.
Yeah, it's weird, man. It's really, really weird because when you think about it, it's a business, and for a minute there, I wasn't thinking about this the way I should have been, because I should have been applying for these. I did actually apply for a few small business loans, but the reality is, it's like you're taking away, $30,000, $40,000 a year from me right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
that's a business plus my pension, and now I'm without that for a long period of time right now. So it's kind of weird right now because you know, they're taking us away from doing our business.
100% agree with that. 100%.
I know you got to run. You know, you were a great guest, and I know you got to get back to business. There's
some bears. There's some bears jumping in someone's house as we speak.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
elks. He's got to go kill a trap an elk.
Moose.
Yeah, I
Moose
got
running down the mountain right now.
Man, I got computer work. Don't fool yourselves. I have computer work to do. That's my life as a commander now. Hey, Mark and Bill, I really appreciate you guys taking the time to just reach out and through Wiley and everything to, you know, have me on your show. It's a real honor. One of the things I want to close out with is I just hope I get to meet you guys in person one of these days and maybe we get to share the stage.
New York, you know, I'm going to get you up.
Okay.
So you get in touch with me.
Show together. That's
and not only that, but Bill and I, with the police off the cuff prior to the COVID, we had done one show based off the podcast where it was a couple of law enforcement, you know, Bill and I, a detective from narcotics, and then, you know, you'll definitely be part of that. You know, we're looking to move it around.
Love
too.
to hear it. Yeah, man, I'm all for it, and we can turn on the shine and let's get it going.
Yeah, let me know when you're coming down to New York. I'll definitely.
Oh, you got it. You bet, man. You bet.
I'll introduce you to everybody.
Well, I'll make a point. Maybe we can do it. I'll tie it into because Police Week, God willing, for 2021 is going to be a big deal. So maybe I could tie it into that trip either before or after. So
yeah, and hopefully we'll have something for Police Week too next year, Bill.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention tomorrow's 9/11.
Yeah.
Yep.
Both Mark and I are 9/11 first responders, and we knew a lot of people that died that day. And tomorrow's the 19-year anniversary of 9/11. And talk about politics behind that. The city, the mayor, and the governor didn't want to have the celebration of the lights, the special lights they do, and they used COVID as an excuse. And then the Sergeants Benevolent Association union said, no, we don't need them. We'll pick it up. We'll pay for it. And then another organization said, we'll chip in. And all of a sudden, they were embarrassed into sponsoring it, the mayor and the governor. So their intention was not to have it, but that's too big for them to cancel. You know?
Yeah, I visited there 3 or 4 years ago. It was the year Jeter's last game, and I just couldn't believe the monument that they erected there, the fountains, and it's just crazy. And to see, is it called the Liberty Tower now or something like that? Is it the Freedom Tower?
Freedom Tower, yeah.
Freedom Tower. It was just so, like, I can't even put it into words how emotional I felt being there. And I mean, I wasn't even doing anything like you guys were doing, but just, you know, to think about, you know, what was there and what came down was just so sobering. And so yeah, you are right. We needed to mention that. Thank you for doing that.
It was for us. It was, you know, you talk to people that do rescue work. They always tell you what an honor it is to do rescue work. And I think most of us, almost all of us that I know from the NYPD and the Port Authority, police, and the fire department, to us it was a privilege to respond there. You know, and it's something that we'll always remember the rest of our life. And unfortunately, many people lost their life that day, you know.
Yeah.
Hey,
and
so you mean to tell me you're not a Colorado Rockies fan?
I am you're going to hate me for this. I'm a Boston fan.
Oh, really? No, because you said you went to watch Gina's last game. So you were
my brother in Colorado. My brother is a diehard Yankee fan. And so as a treat to him, I took him to Jeter's last game, but I couldn't get a ticket for his last game in Yankee Stadium. So I took him to Fenway for Jeter's last game at Fenway Park. And I got to tell you, the Boston crew really showed a lot of love to Jeter. He's just a stand-up guy. So, you know, they did a whole presentation for him on the field. And I just had a good time. And the reason I just like I visited the East Coast a lot when I was younger, and it just happened to be Boston. So I just kind of fell in love with that mentality, which is the same mentality in New York. You know, people are tough. They got a lot thicker skin. They like to break balls. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that way on the western part of the country as much.
Listen,
so I just fell in love with that.
I'm a New Yorker, but I'm a Mets fan. But I love Jeter. Listen, you got to love Jeter because, like you said, he was a class act. Yeah. After he slept with the girls, he sent them home with a flower basket. Remember the baskets that he used to create for the girls that he slept with?
Oh my God!
He used to have a basket, and it was filled with stuff, and all nice stuff. And then he'd send them home with the basket. Thank you for sleeping with Derek Jeter.
Oh my God!
You didn't know about that?
No, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Vinny, you know, I want to ask you, do you have one like copism from Colorado that we don't use in New York?
Copism?
Yeah, like a cop term, you know.
I don't know.
You said the bus.
Man.
Everybody uses the bus, I guess.
Yeah, the bus, the ambulance, the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah, we use
But
that.
that's too common. We want one that's just used in Colorado, but not New York.
Man, I'll think about that. And when I see you guys, I'll tell you the next time I'm either on your show or
I'm going to give
person.
you one, and you can use this one if you want.
Okay, go ahead.
In New York City, if you like drive a Chief and you never get your hands dirty and you live the Trump career, they say your balls have been dipped in butter.
Oh, okay. Your balls have been dipped in butter.
Which brings us to our Patreon promotion. If you enjoyed the show tonight, please subscribe to our Patreon. We have special, episodes just for our Patreon subscribers. I just did a thing I'm going to be airing tomorrow with a famous actor. Bill has his true crime episodes on Patreon. It's worth the money. The top level is dipped in butter.
We don't say balls. There's 3 tiers. The first one is bucket. You're a bucket. That's a derogatory term. It only costs $7. The second one is polish my rack, as in my medals, and that's $9. And the last one is dipped in butter, which you know what we mean. And that feels so good. That's why it costs $11.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. I'll talk to you soon.
God bless you. Be safe.
Likewise, fellow. Thank you so much. God bless.
When you come to New York, look me up. I'm gonna take care of you.
I will do that. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Mark. All right. Bye-bye now.